Hey guys, this is Tracy Lynn Cruz, also known as Ashley the Yellow Ranger from Power Rangers Turbo and Power Rangers in Space. I want to welcome you to the Power Morphicon Angel Grove High School Prom. I'm looking forward to seeing you all. It's going to be fabulous. Dress up, and we'll see you then.
Welcome to the Retro Ranger wrap-up on Super Bowl Sunday!
Oh, hey there.
Who do you think's gonna... Alright, so who do you guys got in the Super Bowl?
Go sports team.
Hey, Patriots or Eagles? Pick by name.
What?
Patriots or Eagles? Which are you about?
The Eagles.
Alright, you?
Migdalia does not want the Eagles to win, so...
She does want the Eagles.
Oh, she does? Go Pats!
Damn, I'm right in the middle. I got to go with the Eagles. The Pats win too many
Actually,
games.
yeah, I agree. I'm not a fan of the Pats. I mean, there's Deflategate. There's hey, let's watch their practice runs and everything. They're just cheaters, man. I'm just sorry to say it. Colonizers are cheaters. That's it.
Oh, okay. Go Eagles.
Get out, Daniel. Get out, Daniel. They say in the chat. The Blackwing. Jonathan Jennings.
Oh, really? Blackwing? Yeah. All right.
Well, we all know who the best team of the end of the season was. That was the San Francisco 49ers with Jimmy G. But we're not here to talk about football.
Green Bay? No.
Not Green Bay. Oh. We're here to talk about retro Power Rangers from 1990. Hey, by the way, there's something I was I had a little debate about yesterday. Not a debate as much as I told somebody my opinion on something. So, is this the 25th anniversary of Power Rangers?
I thought that passed.
I thought
this would be the year.
Yeah, I thought it was.
Is this the 25th anniversary of Power Rangers? Let me know in the chat, because I don't believe this is the 25th anniversary.
You believe the 26th?
No.
20th?
No. An anniversary, like when your parents got married, they're just the day they get married, it's not their first year anniversary. No, an anniversary means a year.
Right.
So this would be their 24th anniversary, but their 25th year.
Oh, I see what you're saying. So this is the 24th year of Power Rangers?
This is the 25th year of Power Rangers, but the 24th anniversary. Take the word anniversary out. It's not an anniversary. An anniversary is every year. That's what I'm saying.
I agree.
All right.
So Joe just ruined a lot of fans.
It's not. No, I ruined Power Rangers marketing. It's not the 25th anniversary. It's the 25th year.
So this is a lie.
Deal with it.
This is a whole lie by the marketing team. They're all pieces of fluff.
All right. So we have a few things to talk about before we get into the show. We're going to be talking about the super chat that helps support the show. Hit that S button. Help support the show. Keeps these lights on right here. It keeps buying my scotch. It's back there. Just kidding. Jezzer just brings the scotch.
Yeah.
But we also have the TeePublic store where you can get cool geek T-shirts like none of the ones we're wearing.
None of us at the moment.
But we do have them.
Basic. This isn't even cool.
That's your basic, bitch.
That's what I'm saying, right? I am.
Not as basic as just black.
No,
At least you have logos.
No, black is like, oh, look, I look great and everything. This is just a basic ass. I'm a basic ass bitch.
Oh,
That's
okay.
It.
He's
cool. I like that. I'll take it.
He told me earlier he was confounding his Steel.
Yeah, I was. But
Steel, the Shaq movie.
Yeah, exactly. Of course, nothing else. There's nothing better than the Shaq movie. Steel, one of our first black superheroes, guys.
Is the first black superhero.
Yeah, exactly.
No, I'm just kidding. Right? Speaking of black superheroes, Black Panther opens up in a couple weeks. You guys excited?
Yeah, looks good.
It is good.
Oh my gosh, I'm ready.
All right, so the next thing that we got to talk about is the THS hashtagger group. Look at all these shirts. Look at all those shirts. Hey, how come our monitor's not on here? Because we don't see ourselves.
Scary.
The THS hashtaggers group that keeps the conversation going for all of you geeks out there that are into this stuff. Also, it helps you guys interact with each other. You guys can start cool conversations. Maybe start a poll. Whether or not Superman's a basic shirt or not on THS hashtaggers. You can also do the Morphicon hotel thing. You guys can all go together.
I don't know why no one is listening to you when you say that. It makes so much sense. You guys are driving me insane with this. Literally, it's not hard to reach out to someone in that group. I've seen Blackwing reach out to MJ Spud for his logo, which is dope. Congrats on both of you for that. But
does Michael J. Spud have a nice logo?
No, MJ Spud made a logo for Blackwing's YouTube channel, and it's like
his
cool.
name's not
like
Blackwing, it's Jonathan.
It's Blackwing, and they made a cool one, and it was dope. But come on, why aren't you guys talking to each other about, hey, I need a room for there? Maybe you can get the money together to fly, and you can get the money to go into the con. It doesn't cost that much. But, when it comes to a room, it can be very expensive. If you guys go in on it with a few other people, boom, you're there.
What's the farthest con you've ever traveled to, Elle? Oh, by the way, I'm Joe, that's Daniel, and that's Elle.
Yeah, there you go.
Probably San Diego Comic-Con.
Yeah?
I don't go too far.
You've never been out of the state with conventions?
For conventions, no. It's kind of pricey.
On your Instagram, though, it seems like you're everywhere.
I know.
I do love traveling, but not for cons. It's a lot because I like to bring costumes.
Museums, she's here, she's there.
Hey, if you were to cosplay as a Power Ranger, say Morphicon maybe, cosplay anybody in the Power Ranger, whether they don't have to do
I want to be a
Spanish.
Megazord.
So Jezza has a Megazord suit.
You have a Megazord suit?
Oh no, we gave it to.
Oh, they donated it. Oh, you sold it.
Yeah, we sold it.
Sold
That's better. That's better.
Sold it. So if we were Power Rangers, we're all wearing the different colors. You'd be black, blue, white,
Yeah.
or red, white.
Yeah, white.
White.
White. White's right.
How that's
No, that's not. No, I mean, he's not.
So that's the
guys,
things
wake
that we have. Yesterday we talked about Power Ranger news. We talked about Shattered Grid, which you're not familiar with, but it's the Boom Studios comic book, and that is going to blow the roof off of any Power Ranger fan.
Oh, dude, it is going to end all be all.
It's supposed to be like the Power Ranger, like all the team ups.
Oh, wow.
It's different seasons, but it's in comic form. The comic actually is so much better than the show, but it's better really than any. The comic's actually one of the best comics probably out in actual comic books.
It sounds like it. Every time you bring it up, I'm like, wow.
I get so passionate about this Boom Studios comic. I feel like sometimes I should be getting paid by Boom Studios by talking about their comic. You look very professional today.
Thanks.
That's what MJ Spud says.
Thanks. Black
Michael
shirts.
J.
I only have black shirts.
Do you really? You only wear black? Do you wear any other color?
I wore yellow last week.
You wore yellow last
I wore
week.
yellow last week.
Was that as a homage to Trini?
Maybe. Also, I
boy.
didn't do my laundry. No. Ooh.
Oh yeah, we're pre-gaming for the Super Bowl. The Tide Pods.
Yeah.
Tide Pods. This is for the Tide Pods. You don't drink.
I try not to.
Here it
You
comes.
do drink. You just
do.
turn extremely red.
Yeah, I don't drink in public.
Are we good? Yeah.
We'll super chat. If somebody super chats us, we'll drink it. Because I had one of these earlier. You can check out Daniel's Instagram for that. All right. We have a lot to cover in today's episodes.
Yeah.
Number one, I want to ask you right now, both of you, who is your current favorite Power Ranger from this cast? Because it fluctuates for me week to week.
Dude, it does. It does. This week, congratulations to Billy. I gotta say
Billy's
it.
always a fan favorite.
I gotta say it. Congratulations to Billy. He won last week. It was Zach for me. This week it's Billy. And I'll say it's because, only because of the B episode. really. It was just like, that's so messed up. It's so messed up. Like we highlighted yesterday on stream that, like, Rita is all about the psychological warfare. And it was like, okay, I don't pass the test, blah, 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 yada, yada. I get a B and how bad it is for him. And right off the bat, it's like, well, that's what I'm going to send down. B! And it's like, man, that's like, there's levels to this stuff right here, you know?
That is
Insane.
true, but I feel like Trini pushed her weight because when Billy was really distraught about getting the B, everyone was like, "Don't worry about it. B's are fine." And Kimberly's like, "Don't worry, I get B's all the time." And they don't understand that this means a lot to him.
Yeah.
And Trini steps up and is like, "Hey, you know what? I'm not going to hang out with these guys today. I'm going to help you study." She's a true friend, and
So she wins. She wins the cup.
We didn't talk about this
Okay.
boss thing.
Oh shoot!
The boss. If you're the boss, then you get free tickets to Power Morphicon.
Yep.
Did you know that Power Morphicon is the only place where you can get the Lord Draken action figure? Power Morphicon this year sponsored by Toys R Us. The Lord Draken action figure is a Power Morphicon exclusive presented by Bandai of America. Ooh. You can get that for $50 with pre-sale tickets to Power Morphicon 2018. Now, the different tiers will get you different amounts that you can buy, but if you get this right here, you also get a Lord Draken action figure. Look at that. It seems like I read that on a teleprompter, but
Yeah,
I didn't. That was pretty
what?
impressive. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
that's cool.
Oh my god!
However, the Lord Draken action
Hold on,
figures
let me,
are very limited.
hold on, let
They
me,
are only going to be anywhere between 5 to 1,500. So get them fast, and they are exclusive to Power Morphicon 2018.
So if I boom right now, I get to win.
I feel like I should be a pitchman though. That's a true story. Everything I just said is true.
So I can win one right now.
You can win one right now,
like,
but you
boom.
got to take that bar down from Larry to get your. By the way, just to let you know how valuable some of these exclusives are, is I went to Comic-Con just 2017. I got the Gold Ranger communicator. That's Lord Dracon action figure. That's not the official one. That's not the official one, but that is a mock-up. I guess it's a fan-made one. But I bought the communicator, the Gold Ranger communicator for $75. Currently, right now on eBay, it's going for $400.
What?
Yeah, I got 2 of them too. So maybe I'll give one out on this show. Why are we what is this all about? Come on, Jezzer, pay attention. This guy.
We're not even here right now. We're not. All
right, we're back because of that technical mistake.
Hey guys.
What you're watching. That's a word from our sponsors. That hashtag show. The other thing is, so I've also bought the Green Ranger. What's it called? The Green Ranger the Tommy Oliver box set of Legacy figures. And I think we got those for $75. We got that for $75, and I think Jezzer sold his for $150. So we made double the money for it.
Wow.
But yeah, that's.
Can someone hurry up and super chat? I mean, I want to drink this right now.
Yes.
Gosh.
So again, Power Morphicon 2018. That's the only place you can get your exclusive Lord Dracon action figure presented by Bandai of America, limited to 500. It doesn't apply to the New York or Hawaii. All right, so let's get into this episode.
This can only be domestic.
I want to talk real quick about Grumble Bee. Number 1 in your life. Is there anything that you excelled at? You may have done better than everybody else, but when you didn't do it up to par, you didn't think it was as good.
Man, that's hard.
Yeah, right?
That's hard.
Jeez.
What do I strive at? I don't know. I'm kind of mediocre in a lot of aspects, and I accept it. I accept that about myself.
But that's how I feel. I'm mediocre, but I'm mediocre in so many things.
That's
so it's
true.
like, dang.
There's nothing that you like think. Oh, you should take pride in eating. You can eat more tacos than anybody I've ever met.
No, that was then. I can't even come close to doing
Larry Newbill, $5. That's what happens when you sing in your car and get distracted when you're working. Cheers. He almost spilled this.
No, because I thought you weren't gonna drink everything now.
Another round.
That was actually a lot better than the first one.
Ooh.
What did Larry say?
That's what happens when you sing in your car and you get distracted when you're going to work. Ha ha ha!
There you go.
Who does that? Oh, it's Lucius.
Yeah.
Ha!
There you go.
Ha! So you're mediocre in everything.
Yeah.
And you can eat tacos like nobody's business.
No. I used to, you know what, track. Remember, I used to do track. And I used to be very, very good. Like,
there was this one time where Daniel was running and we were driving, and he thought he could outrun the car because he's Daniel.
I was so good.
And he just
so good.
hit a hit right on his face. It was the
man.
best.
Yeah.
It was hilarious.
But no, I was really great in track. I mean, like, you know, freaking the Knights of Columbus thing, the freaking Mount Sac, blah blah. I won awards, all that stuff. And there was a time where it was just like, oh, I wasn't as good as I thought I was.
What about that game we used to play called Sacked? You were really good at that. You got hit in the nuts a lot.
Wait, I don't know how that's good. I don't know how that's good. I just got hit in the
Is
nuts
that how
a
you
lot.
win, or is that how you lose? Though?
So we used to play a game called Sacked where
Get
we just
grass.
hit each other in the nuts really hard. I don't know why we did it, but we did it.
We're guys. It was just stupidity.
Daniel had to go to the hospital for it.
Yep.
What?
Yep.
Wait.
Yep.
What?
Years later, it was like had to go get something checked out.
He had
taken care of.
testicular fortitude.
I had testicular fortitude. I was a genetic jackhammer. I was
He had one grapefruit and one grape.
One grape. Yeah.
He had to get that fixed because of
They're
our
all taken
stupid
care
game
of.
when we were kids.
Yeah. Right. Think about that. So being friends with Joe will cost you medical fees later in life.
Wait,
Remember
being
that.
friends with Jesse is going to could cost you your life. He hit me with his car.
Oh, God.
I didn't think that was true.
That was a true story.
True story, true facts.
Oh my God. Yeah, see how Billy's all like,
Oh my gosh.
That's how I looked when I got sacked.
So
right there.
this episode in particular.
Back to Power Rangers.
Back to Power
That's
Rangers.
right.
I know we've totally
Right?
digressed. The one thing that first of all, I felt like they're all straight A students. And let's be real, Kimberly's gotten less than B's also.
Kimberly is definitely not a straight A student.
Not a
Kimberly's
straight A.
kind of like, whatever, I'm gonna do fine. Like
She's
literally,
cute.
She's cute.
She knows she's
like,
cute.
She's like, look at me, life's gonna be fine. Like that's all she's thinking.
But at the end of the show, they're like, hey, the top 6 students, or the top 6 students are
Yep.
gonna have to tutor the lowest
The
ones,
lowest
which is why
ones,
Vulcan Skull was like, oh no, we gotta study hard. So I mean, they're doing it for selfish reasons, but Kimberly counts herself as one of the
As
6.
one of the 6,
So
yeah,
I
that's
mean, that must
interesting.
mean that
Well, I mean,
everyone else in that class.
You can always be one of the 6.
You will
when
never
look that way
convince
and have a nerd to do it
convince
for
me
you.
that Tommy is one of the smartest dudes in that
Does
school.
he even go to that school?
He-
You never see him in class.
I literally want that gif where it's like, he doesn't even go here.
Right?
Like, it's
Mean Girls?
literally it, yes. Because Tommy does not go to that school.
Right?
He's not in any of the classes.
Ever.
He happens to hang out at the Angel Grove Shake Shop or whatever, and that's it. That's all he does. And they're like, oh, great, he's one of the students. You're not a student, man.
Right?
You don't go here. I've never seen you. You're not registered. None of the teachers know who you are. There's no
Seriously.
way. Tommy is homeschooled, which means he's a serial killer. That's my answer.
Well, he's a
No?
doctor.
What? Well, yeah,
He turns into a doctor.
have you seen
Your
American
stream
Psycho?
of logic, I'm still trying to catch up to this.
American Psycho. I'm just saying. Look, if somebody's homeschooled, they have more of a chance to be a.
That's not a fact.
No, it's facts. It's facts. It's like tomato.
But I
People
went
that
to
say
public
tomato
school and
are
I was-
literally
never
serial
mind.
killers. Oh, nice. Okay.
You do have some. You have a dark side to you.
Sometimes.
Some of your dreams are pretty intense. We've talked about some of your dreams before, and they're pretty intense.
They really are. I murder people sometimes in my dreams. Or is it real life?
In an alternate dimension, in the altered carbon, which you're on a little bit later on.
Yeah.
Ooh, cheap plug. All right, so what we have going on here is a bee squirting all over Billy, and she's
Doesn't even go here. See,
Bastard.
I'm telling you, it's so true. That's exactly how I feel about Tommy. He
But
does
Billy
not.
gets his revenge. He comes out with a gun and all over Mr. B.
Yeah.
It was naughty. It was naughty. But Billy got his revenge.
Okay, that innuendo was there. But the
It
thing is,
definitely was.
he did have a. It was a modified Nerf gun. I love it. If you
Is that
guys
what it
look at
was?
It was a modified Nerf gun, and he goes like, "Huh, all right."
Squirting
Boom,
out like
oh my
white-
god! There it goes. Look at that.
Yeah.
a modified
yeah.
Nerf gun. Get him all over it.
This
You
is
gotta-
getting this
gotta make sure you
episode
gotta
is a
stop.
little sexual for
Oh.
my
You
taste.
wait till the other one.
Oh, yes.
You wait till the
Oh,
other
man.
ones. Wait till we get
So
those.
Billy
Yeah, two
overcomes
heads.
his bee by jizzing all over this bee.
Well, I wouldn't say jizzing. It was.
Well, I mean, I think it was called power jizzing. I think Zordon called it it's power jizz that happened there. This is Power Ranger After Dark now. We're in the
I don't
afternoon
know.
show.
Right,
This is
yeah,
for
this
kids,
is
guys.
afternoon.
Sorry.
Oh boy. You guys
Anyway,
love it.
this episode, this is the most memorable part of the episode.
It was because this was where it was a turn of the tide. From there, they were like, "All right, now we're gonna hand it over to that bee," and boom, he was laid out. Right?
I mean, I think this is where Billy conquered
get
his
closer.
fear of the bee. You know?
So wait a minute, you're telling me Billy had a fear of fish and bees, but actual like the letter B?
No, it's like of the letter B in grade wise, and then Rita did her psychological.
Yeah, once again,
Okay,
psychological
if
warfare.
Rita were to target one of your fears, what would she? Or target something that was going on in your life? How would Rita get to you the best right now, this second?
a shadow monster.
Why?
Told you that's the thing I'm not
Like
okay with.
distorted.
Remember the shadow?
Oh, yeah, the shadow things.
thing, the shadow people or whatever. They're a real thing. You don't believe me? Trust me, they're a real thing. I'll show you a documentary. Yes, shadow people. That would be my thing.
You?
I think like taking out my memories, like not knowing who you are, and you're just kind of like lost.
That green herb kind of does that sometimes too. I feel that's not Rita Repulsa.
It could be. There's a strain called Rita Repulsa.
The Rita Repulsa, I guess.
Yeah.
If we're calling that Rita Repulsa, sure. If you want to.
She wore the Green Ranger thing.
That is true.
Hey,
That is
you know,
true.
just
I
saying.
think mine would be taking alcohol away from this planet. I'm done.
Stop, Joseph.
She takes you back to Prohibition era.
Yeah,
You're like, oh god.
she
Oh, God,
throws
I'm
down the
freaking out.
thing and it just like we're back into Prohibition. Whoa, whoa.
Y'all never escape here.
Finster, I made another master for you.
It's like a giant can of beer with legs.
Right.
Um,
It also beats its wife.
So
Oh, Finster.
what else do we got? So that was that episode. I mean, we didn't really give it a review. We just briefly grazed
over it.
But there's not a
just like
ton.
the
There's not a
bees
ton
does.
on that.
No. It's stuff we've all seen before.
Yeah, exactly. It wasn't too special.
So, but we do learn one thing: Billy doesn't like getting bees.
He doesn't like
No.
being. No, he doesn't like
It's
even being
devastating.
remotely close to mediocre. Billy has to succeed, and that's a good thing.
Well, I mean, listen, if it
And then that stress relief of getting that bee.
If all of
Oh yeah, that's
So
right.
good.
That's cool.
if all of his buddies
There
are
we go.
if all of his buddies are great gymnasts and karate guys, he has to bring something to the team, or else he's
Dude.
just a guy.
Dude, he's brilliant.
Everything to the team. They
He
have
made a
nothing
flying
about
car.
But he gotta
Billy
be.
is-
But he
made
gotta
a
be.
fly- but he
And
gotta
I don't
be.
even know what the
And
subject
he,
was.
And he
I
can
don't
make
even know
people
what the subject
swap
was.
bodies,
Yes.
flying cars.
Like,
he can
dude.
do all this stuff.
He did make people swap bodies. I forgot
Yeah.
about
Yeah,
that. I
like
did
dude.
forget
Okay,
about that.
last time I checked, Billy's possibly the smartest human on the planet. Literally.
Yeah.
So,
Whoa! Is his name Dr. Billy Cranston or is it Dr. Tommy Oliver? Thank you very much.
Billy actually went beyond being a doctor and went to space.
Did
all
Tommy
right?
make a flying car?
Yes, did
I don't
Tommy make
think
his flying
Tommy
car?
made a
No. Did
flying
he
car.
help people swap bodies? Did he go off and save a whole entire planet somewhere?
No.
Yes, he did. And Trevor Red, he did do that.
Okay, well, yeah, it took him all that long. You know what Billy did? Billy did it when he was leaving. He said, "All right, guys, I've saved Earth." Let me
Billy
go save
turned
this
into an old man and Tommy had to
Octopus
fight.
Hey.
We all
All I'm
age,
saying
man.
is, all right,
Right,
exactly. What are
right.
you ageist?
Let's move on. Let's move on to our next episode. We have the two heads are better than one. I actually like this episode a lot. And the
That
reason
one had a naughty innuendo too. Head up here, head down,
Down
there.
there.
Whoa.
It was like-
whoa.
I didn't even-
Where?
I was like,
Where? It was in the
oh.
chest. Surprise! Surprise! It's right here.
Yeah, right. He was like, oh, hello, my head's up here. You're like, yeah,
Excuse
okay.
me, your eyes.
Yeah, right. You're like, I can look either way.
I like this episode mainly because I love the chemistry with Jason and Tommy, and I do
The fighting?
feel. Well, no, because I feel that like these are the two guys. We talked about this last week. If Tommy were to be like, hey, who am I going to go and like drink a shake with at the Ernie juice bar? Mm-hmm. Like just one guy that I want, or one person I want to confide in that's not Kimberly. Who would it be? Because I think if I was any of those Rangers, the person I would confide in would probably be Trini.
Oh.
Because she seems the most level-headed.
Yep.
She seems like calming. Like, hey, whatever issue you're going through, I can help you talk.
She
you
seems
through it.
she seemed the most adult.
Yeah,
I don't
she
wanna-
seems like a good secret keeper too. Like, won't ever put you on blast for anything.
Yeah,
I mean,
exactly.
imagine going over to Jason's house and his dad rips off your sleeves, and you're like, What's going on here?
This is already turning quickly. I don't like this.
And
Like, hey, God, you're here.
yeah, like I don't know if Jason would be the one I would talk to. Billy seems like he'd be like judging me because he's too smart. Zach would probably give me the wrong
Hey,
advice.
have we ever
That's
seen
true.
Billy's parents?
Yeah, we've seen
Yeah.
Billy's
Oh,
parents.
okay, yeah. They're
Parents
super
say-
smart too,
parents
right? Aren't they? Right?
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
brainiacs, and
Yeah,
then
so
and
then,
then
yeah, they
Kimberly
don't do
would just be like, let's just what. It's like you're not helping me.
She's like fashion. Ha! You're like,
And Tommy
I
would be
need
like,
help.
hey man, maybe we should go train. I'm cool, man. I just wanted to talk.
You're like, no, man.
That's true.
Really,
That's true.
I need to talk to someone. My parents.
So I think Trini would be the only one that would really listen
Yeah.
and
And
give
give
me
sound
advice.
advice,
Yeah. So that's what I would go with. But the reason I like this episode though is because it's that roots of Jason and Tommy, because those two guys are very similar.
Yeah.
They're both leaders, but very different personalities.
But Tommy's I don't think Tommy's a loner. Everyone's like, oh, Tommy's a loner. I don't think Tommy's a loner.
He wants to be accepted. Like when he got his powers back, he was like, "Oh, friends."
Oh
friends.
no! Oh yeah! At the end of the was it this episode or the B episode?
Yeah.
Where he was like, I just wish Zordon could have called me, and then Trini
Oh,
was
yeah.
like,
Did nobody
"Sorry,
show up to his
but your
karate
powers
event?
aren't
Yeah,
there, buddy."
he was having a karate
That's
tournament,
right.
and they decided to play basketball instead to go root on their friend Tommy,
That's
who
kinda-
doesn't go to that school.
It's kind of messed up.
It
though.
was really messed up in my opinion.
Yeah, they'd be at Kimberly's gymnastic thing. They couldn't show up to Tommy's karate tournament,
Right?
No one.
They're like,
no
well,
one.
because Tommy, you don't go here, man. Sorry.
just to play basketball.
yeah.
That's terrible.
Hey, that's what happens, man.
They're not even
Maybe
good
you
friends.
should go to school.
Good on Tommy for becoming the leader and being like, fuck you all.
Oh, really? Is that what happened? I don't know. That's exactly it.
I think it's true though, because in this episode it was like, hey, you gotta have teamwork. And Tommy, when they're like fighting this thing, it's like, hey, let's work together. I think we need to go get all our friends. And Jason's like, no, I can do it on my own.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah,
that's
and
true.
I'm just like, whoa.
So
I love
if
that.
we were the original Power Rangers, I think obviously you'd be Trini.
I would want to be.
You probably
I would
would be.
aspire to be.
You would probably be Zach. 'Cause
I'd
you
be
probably
Zach.
give the wrong advice.
Yo, what are you doing? What? No, I'm a Zach man. That's why I'm.
Oh, Zach, man.
man. Oh boy.
And it's pretty clear. I'd be Billy.
What? Yeah, let's not play games. no. It's one of those two right on the screen. It's either
Yeah.
you're Tommy or you're Jason.
I wouldn't be Jason because
you like sleeves.
You like
Because I like
you'd be,
sleeves.
you'd be Tommy.
do you even work? Did I really come in? Do you even work here, man? I wouldn't be Jason. Actually, anybody that actually knows me, they knew that I used to do the show with DJ. Him and I say this all the time. that we are the real life Tommy and Jason.
Yeah, I can see
or
that.
Jason David Frank.
Oh my God, that
more
is
so.
true. That is true.
And I'll let you guess which one is which.
I can see him, I can see him there walking around here goes without sleeves on.
We are very similar to that. I feel that I'm not Jason mainly. I'll tell you why I'm not Jason though, because that guy's an incompetent leader. I beat Tommy where he does more saying less.
Jason literally is like a catalog of incompetence. It's just like, oh, here it comes. Let's just flip a page.
Well, you know, this episode actually shows that that Tommy isn't necessarily. I mean, Jason isn't necessarily the best leader, because I feel like a leader would have been like, all right, this is how we should work. This is how we should do this. And I feel like in this episode, Jason doesn't necessarily do that. He's like, I can do this on my own.
Well, yeah, like you said, it's like he's not cool, he's not level-headed, he's not tactical at all. It was just like, rush in and fight. And you're like, yeah, that's maybe not the. Oh God, no! Like it's not the best idea.
Yeah, he's definitely like Gryffindor status of like bravery, yes, but maybe logically thinking things out.
Here it comes. There it is. Look at that. That's
Phantom Ranger.
People know the secret, man. People know the secret. You're gonna have to cosplay.
I have the suit,
man.
I do have the costume.
People need it. So what do we give this episode?
Well, let's talk more about it a little bit.
Okay, can we talk about pomangos? I actually
Oh my
to see if
God.
pomangos are a real thing.
Yeah,
Because I was like, wait, that has to be fake.
Right?
And why is this tropical fruit growing in the
In the park.
Angel Grove Park? What
Why
is
does
going
Ernie
on?
only have one?
No, he has a second one and he gives it to
Yeah.
Kimberly because he's still giving stuff away and wanted to go bankrupt.
Yeah, he
Damn
went
it, Ernie.
bankrupt.
Damn it. You learn nothing. You learn nothing. You're awful.
I mean, if this happens a second time, you know the Ranger's gonna be like, man,
You know
You
what?
did it to
Like
yourself.
doing?
Look,
Fool me
you clearly
once.
have a gambling problem, Ernie. Like, that's what's happening. Ernie's like, oh, no, it's all right, guys. Here, take the most expensive thing I own. Oh, it's fine.
Oh,
No one
man.
needs it. Oh.
for a bird,
Yeah,
right?
right.
You didn't get it for a bird?
Yeah, because Kimberly's bird wasn't feeling too well or something.
Yeah, oh, my bird wasn't feeling well. Oh, Bill, this expensive fruit will help it. Oh, man, it costs $1 million. I don't care. Here you go. I
Hey,
clearly
we
have it
froze.
to
We're
give.
frozen.
What, are we?
We were.
Oh, geez, that was scary.
We're
Moving.
Look, people are asking if we're gonna do a Super Bowl live show.
Oh, jeez.
Go
Like
sports
during the
team.
Super Bowl?
If you guys want the Super Bowl show, we'll do a Super Bowl show. I don't know how much we can talk about for 3 hours, but I'm sure if you stick
we
with
do,
me,
like trailer
kid,
reactions.
you stick with me. I can talk about anything for a long amount of time. Palm mangoes, they real or not?
They are not real.
They're not
real. Maybe we
not
should
real.
create a palm mango drink.
Is it palm or pin?
Is
pine?
it just a mango that grows out of palm trees?
Yeah, right. I just.
Oh, I thought it was a pomegranate
If it's-
mango.
Oh, I like that better. I like that better.
Oh, okay. I hope that's
That
it.
sounds
Because
like a
yeah, I
pretty
thought
good
it
combo.
was. I thought it was that.
Pomegranate mango?
Yeah, I'm down with that.
I thought it was a mango that grows on palm tree, and I was like, wait a minute, is that a coconut? Like,
Yeah, only
right,
coconuts.
right? I'm like, so I don't get it.
All right, so after this episode kind of happens, we already know that what happens here. This monster has 2 heads, boom, boom, and Finster makes a 2-headed monster. 250, of course he does. Finster made a 2-headed parrot monster.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What is going on, Finster? Like I really,
You're asking-
Two
I
heads are
don't
better
ask-
than one.
I don't ask any questions concerning Finster after you told us that thing
Right?
about the comics.
That
I'm
fool's
like,
just
Rita,
crazy.
I sew 2 birds' heads together.
yeah, right.
Kind of like mine.
Hey, Bamboo, he's crazy.
Yeah, right? He's like, oh, tomorrow while you sleep, I'll sew you 2 together. And I'm like, wait, what? Ah! And just walks
Pigeon
off.
rat. Pigeon
Yeah.
rat forever.
And just imagine Finster just walking up to them. Hey, let's go to lunch, guys. We have to do it. He's gonna sew us together. I can totally see it. He's just getting there. He's like eating oatmeal. And he's like, what can I do with this?
No, like his breakfast every day is like that whole systematic thing. He has a bowl of oatmeal, a cup of water, and then after that a cracker for no reason. He's just like, he just sits there by himself at the table. Time to go to work. He don't say that out loud before he walks off there in the cafeteria. Like, oh, dude, oh, yeah, today's the day.
I really, Finster's a dude that you definitely have to sleep with one eye open.
Yeah, for sure. You just never
Because
know.
your other eye's sewed shut because Finster's messing.
You're like doors are locked, and you're just like, oh god.
Finster might be the most menacing. Even Rita's probably. He's like, oh, stay in the cage, Finster. You can do whatever you want there, though. Oh, great. Here's a bunch of clay. Do what you make.
She
What you
is
want.
like the nicest to him. I'm like, what kind of monster
Oh
do you have for
no,
me?
she's the nicest until the next episode,
Yeah.
where she gets on him and is like, "Don't screw this one up," and and everything like that. And there's that moment between them.
I do love when Lord Zed eventually comes down because Finster's like, fuck you, old lady. He's definitely like turn sides really quick.
Yes, and he's like, "Oh, hey, Zed."
I think he makes the new dumpster to put Rita in, actually. All right, so what do you guys, any other memorable moments from this episode?
No. It was the
They
monster,
teach, Tommy and Jason teach self-defense to women.
Oh yeah, that was good. I like
that's
that.
right. That's very timely.
I don't know if it was self-defense,
Again
more
now.
like, look, check out our karate moves.
It
To these MILFs?
was,
Yeah.
And some ladies come up to them, oh, your muscles are...
I was like, wait a minute. This is like reverse. Wait, what's going on here? See, look at that. Poor Finster.
And that's why Goldar doesn't have wings.
Oh God, that's true.
Oh yeah,
That's true because he's supposed to be a flying
Yeah, so
monkey.
yeah.
And then all of a sudden his wings are gone and sewn on to someone else. So that's what
Finster,
happened.
jeez, Finster.
Wow.
Jeez, poor Finster, dude.
Okay, what do you guys rate this episode?
I give it a 4.
I give it a 4 too.
It was a good episode.
Yeah. It's
Solid.
A steady.
I like Jason and Tommy episodes. I think that I like Jason and Tommy episodes. I actually like taking Rangers that don't necessarily hang out together and putting them together. I think because later on down the line we're gonna get a Trini Tommy episode.
Do we ever get a Billy Tommy episode?
I don't. Later, like way later down the line. But we don't really. You know what we get a lot of, believe it or not, is Kimberly Billy episodes.
Yeah.
Like it seems like they hang out and then the other ones hang out.
Because
Like
Pink and Blue look good together on everything.
that's true. All right, so move on to our next episode called Fowl Play.
Oh boy.
Zach helps by teaching magic to some day camp kids.
He's a Zach man.
Which works a bit of magic on Angela. But Rita makes his own and creates the Pexter.
Okay.
Right,
The
just
terrorist.
that name alone.
yeah.
I was like, these 3 episodes, man. I feel
Let's
like the
see
writers
what-
were kind of like,
right?
how much can we get away with?
Yeah. They're like Pexter it is.
Right?
And then when we see it, because you're like, once you hear the name, you're like, oh God, let's see what they're gonna do. Please.
What'd you guys- did you- first
how
of
am I
all-
gonna explain this to my kids? That's the first thing.
Were any of you guys into magic growing up? You know
Yeah.
that you like Harry Potter, so he's a
Yeah.
magician.
But I like magicians in general. Like, I think
Funny
You don't find them creepy?
I thought women,
No, I love them.
I
I love
thought
them.
women were afraid of them.
We have a fun story about a
magicians.
magician, actually. So
I didn't know
there was
that.
this guy across the way here. He was at the comic book, and he does this dramatic effect thing like that. And he was doing all these magic tricks. And I think it was Migdalia who was with us. He's doing these magic tricks, and she's like, "Oh, this is cool." And she's like, "I'd love to learn magic." And he's like, "Why are you laughing?"
Go ahead.
And he goes, "Oh yeah, well, I know the best magic school there is, and they need more women." And I go, "No, I know the best magic school." And he goes, "What magic school?" I go, "Hogwarts." And he got so mad and just left.
Left.
Wait, what?
Yeah,
Left.
yeah. He just
Literally.
walked out and left. But it's true. Tell me, Hogwarts isn't the best school for
I mean,
magicians.
last time I
It is.
checked.
Well,
Well, they're wizards.
They're magicians.
No. Wizards
Do
are
they
different.
use magic?
Yes,
Yeah.
but they're different.
Magic is
I
different.
thought wizards and magicians were different. Because
Harry
a
Potter
magician-
pulls rabbits out
A
of hats.
magician can.
Does he use a wand?
A magician can be trained.
Does he use a wand?
not all wizards need.
Does he say
does.
magic words?
Yes.
That's a
Not all
magician.
wizards use wands or say magic words. See, when you're a wizard, you're born with it.
The great
When you're a
Castini.
magician- When you're a magician, usually it's just a muggle that learned it, right?
No, he's a magician.
Well, magicians in America, it's like they're just undercover wizards.
Oh, so then never
You watch
mind.
that
They're
show?
the same thing.
I didn't watch the show.
Undercover
Oh, I love the show
Wizards?
Magicians.
Well, it's like you
The
call them
magician show?
magicians, but they're actually
Magicians.
There's
wizards.
a
That
show
show's so
named
good.
Undercover Wizards.
No,
No,
it's just
it's called
called
Magicians.
Magicians.
The Magicians.
But they're actually wizards.
Yes.
So David Copperfield's an undercover magician or wizard.
Yes.
Yes, and so is Mind Freak. That guy's amazing.
Well, Chris Angel, I definitely guarantee is a wizard.
Yeah, definitely.
Because he just looks like a wizard.
So is look at him. Look at Mind Freak. That's David Blaine right there.
That's so wizard.
Is that David Blaine? That's
well,
not
that's
what he looks like, right?
it's a David Blaine parody. It's
Oh,
a really
okay.
good one.
Okay.
It's a really good one. I'll show it to you after.
All right.
So this episode, what was the standouts for you?
I like the monster. It looks
Yeah.
cool. The bird.
The Pexter?
Yeah.
The bird.
You like you're a big fan
yeah.
of the Pexter?
Yeah, I heard the name and like that's yeah.
It was so
it
good.
You're
looked-
really into Pexters.
Yeah. This one in particular.
This one in
in particular.
particular, yeah.
you
Only
wanna
has
go-
one head though.
Look at him. Look at him.
Little-
Look,
little
look,
disappointing.
look.
What was your favorite part about this episode?
Well, the Pexter handed it over to everybody, like really taking it to everybody. Look at it right there. Look at him.
Hold
look
on.
at this.
Did you just say the Pexter really taking it to everybody?
Yes, look, he did not leave one person out. Like he was like, "Oh, you can get it, you can get it, you can get it." He didn't care, and everyone was getting beat up. Everyone was getting beat up, and I was like, "All right, for a dopey monster, he came here to do some business."
Hey man, we live in a new age. You have to care about taking the Pexter. Not everybody can just get it.
Well, there's consent. No, I think
That's
I think
important.
Pexter.
That's
yes,
important.
That's it. I think the Pexter really went for it.
Gosh, what
What?
We didn't write these episodes.
We didn't. We're just over here commentating.
What was Saban doing at for sure at this point they're like, how much can we sneak in?
I think at
They
this
got a
point,
lot.
really, the truth is they just let the guy that actually created Finster write the stories. I think that's he was like, oh, I got it all.
That's
And
true.
he's like writing it, right?
Or you could look at this as Finster was really going through some regret about losing his wife, about killing his wife.
Maybe.
I'm gonna make the Pexter. Then we're gonna give it to the Rangers.
Some weird Freudian,
Yeah,
psychological,
right.
deep analysis
You're like,
stuff is
wait,
going on.
what's
like
going
the
on
iceberg.
here? Oh,
See
yeah.
this
Why
much,
do we
but
have two
this is
sets
how
of
much
comments?
crazy is going
Why
on.
do we have? Do you guys have two sets also?
Yeah, I do.
I
I'm
do.
not sure.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyway, the most memorable part about this episode was what?
Zach can juggle. I was very impressed.
Hey!
by juggling. That's how he
Oh.
wins the lady.
Zach.
Kind of.
Zach is a magician.
Yeah.
He
Which is interesting.
he taught kids magic.
So
my
Preston
Zach
is a magician now, and Zach was a
Let me.
magician then.
You kept your Zach figure in pretty good condition.
It's just a little messed up. He's got
A
some
little bit.
scratchies.
It's not as
The
bad
Pexter
as,
got to him.
The Pexter got
Yeah,
to him. Not
got
as
to
bad
him.
as you would think, though. You know what I always thought about with these figures is that they have their symbols here, and I mean on the show they didn't, so I scratched my symbols off.
Really?
Oh.
And it looked like dog shit when I did it. So
I should bring my Tommy one in because he doesn't have like the extra
shield?
armor. Like
Oh,
the
yeah.
V thing is he looks just like the other Power Rangers. It's
yeah.
great.
So you don't have the shield.
Oh, look at that. Look at that. He got a real peck
Dude,
right
Angela
there.
was leading him on though. I was not down with that.
Angela, well,
My love
we've
for Angela
established-
went a little bit.
We've established, I think, last week that Angela is not really good for Zach.
You know
No,
what? I
she's
just
not.
realized something that after we're gonna be done with the first season in like 2 weeks.
Really?
Yeah.
So soon?
Wow.
And the last episode of the first season actually has Angela in it, and her and Zach actually go on their date. Like
After she's been leading him on for all
a
this
date
time?
with Tommy
Is the
and
Pearl
Kimberly.
episode or whatever?
Yeah, and she gold digs. You'll see. She's a
the
gold
Pearl,
digger.
right?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
Of course,
my
Zach would
God.
buy me these fake pearls.
Yeah,
Man, he barely
exactly.
went on one date with you.
Yeah, like, come
calm
on.
down.
You got anything?
Jeez.
Yeah, exactly.
Angela was the worst.
Shoot, I paid for dinner. Calm down.
I always wondered, like, some of these outside characters that we don't really touch on that much. I really wonder, like, because they could have really built the community of the school. Because did Angela go to school with them, or was she older? Like, I don't.
I don't know. I would love to
Yeah,
see.
that is.
I would have
you never
loved to
her in
see a
class.
day in the life of kind of episode of like everyone else that they interact with all the time, and let it be a day in the life of when like, oh, you know, monsters are attacking and blah blah. Yeah,
Just an
See how they're-
Angela-centric episode with Bulk and Skull. and,
Yeah,
like,
yeah, like and they're
like some of
and
these random kids that they help
Ernie,
out.
the principals and all that, like, and they're just like, oh, blah blah. They're like, oh my god, the monster's coming! Everyone, let's get to that basement that Ernie has out of nowhere.
Do you
And
think it
everyone
would have
runs
been?
to the basement?
Do you think that you would have been cool with Zordon if he was like, if they all called the Rangers and Zach's on a date and he's like, Alpha, don't bother Zach. He's on a date. He's going to get some action. He's going to see more action in there than he will on the field.
Lauren, what can I say?
That's messed up.
Oh, jeez.
man.
Trying to
There it is.
you guys are trying to draw attention.
Ah, well, yeah, it's there. But
I
still,
never noticed. Now I can't not
now
see
you
that.
can't not see it.
Thank
Well,
you.
she did go to high school though. That was even more important.
Yeah, she's in high school.
She's in high
She's
school.
in high school.
That's
It's
crazy.
kind of forceful though with the grab.
Yeah, that's
Like, you know, that's well, can't do that now.
I haven't
That's-
seen. I
that's
want to
the
see. I
90s.
want to see Angela because she was attractive then. I want to see her at Morphicon. I want her.
Oh,
to get her to go to
yeah,
Morphicon. I don't know.
Well, people
She-
remember though. I mean, people. Oh, that's Angela.
Yeah, Miss Appleby.
Yeah.
Your favorite?
What
True.
are those kids from the third season? What are they?
Second season.
Second.
One of them passed away. Richie and Curtis.
No. When the Power Rangers got.
Oh, those kids. I have no idea.
Ooh, that's a good
no
point.
clue. All right, so how many power coins are you gonna give this episode?
Out of 5.
Yeah, 3. 3's fair.
I'm gonna.
Elle
go
says
for,
3.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go for
3.
a 4.
I'm
I
gonna
actually
go.
enjoyed it.
I'm gonna go for a 3 also.
What?
Yeah.
You guys
It's mediocre. It's not like it's not crazy good.
Dude, the Pecker came in and just
Pexter.
Pexter came
Get
in.
his name
and,
right.
Sorry, I know. Watch out before he pecks me. I don't want to. Yeah, no. But the Pexter came in and handled business, and I got to see a little bit more interaction with Finster, and I felt sorry for him for a little bit. So yeah.
Great. That's gonna do that. I felt like some of these. Now I know a lot of people hold reverence for these old Mighty Morphin Power Ranger episodes, and most of them are very memorable. Are they memorable though because it's the first season of Power Rangers, or are they memorable because they're actually good?
First season, I feel like.
That's it.
Because this was like pioneering stuff. Like no one has seen it. This is American TV, and you're working in, stuff from Japan of these monsters. It's like, wow, especially for kids.
That's right.
Man.
I kind of have to agree with that.
We got some American footage of Goldar in one of the episodes.
We did.
So with
the bee.
With that being said, what do you think? Because obviously now Power Rangers is a lot different now than it was then. And I think the last episode, if you watch the current episode of Power Rangers, it was about a dude forgetting his girlfriend's anniversary. Oh yeah, the Power Rangers, and I was like, man, this is super relevant.
Real.
It's real. That's real talk.
Real.
You're speaking my language. But some of these episodes are really good. Like the one that stands out the most out of the three for me was the two heads are better than one. Mainly because it's iconic Jason and Tommy stuff.
Okay, that makes sense.
And knowing their history outside of this even makes this episode a little bit more like that much more for me.
Wait, what's their history outside? Oh, like
they hated each other.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, well, they work together very well then.
Good
for them.
You know what?
As actors, good for them.
Yes, but I think that there was an issue. And this is in the past, obviously. There were issues between them that hadn't really gotten cleared up until just recently, actually.
Really?
Even now, it's still very icy. It's a very difficult situation. But hopefully, this Morphicon, they'll bridge the gaps. But I tried making it happen. JDF, I talked to JDF about it. He said he was down for it. Talked to Austin about it. Seeing if it could happen, but.
So, do you have your own Austin? You? Because you're
should I tweet Austin? Is that what
I
you
don't know. I mean, do you have your own
Should I just text him? Hey, Austin.
No, I mean,
let's FaceTime.
You're JDF. You're JDF. Do you have your own Austin St. John?
Do I have in real life? Do I have my own Austin St. John?
Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, I think everybody does.
Everybody does, right? Everybody has
does.
one.
Do you have your own kind of like rival? You probably don't.
I don't think so.
Not rival, but somebody that like.
Not one that I'm aware of, or maybe I'm just like not aware.
You're just oblivious.
Yeah, just like. Well,
you?
I'm gonna start one right now. Andre, you and I.
It's not even real.
It's
not even real.
It's not real. It's not. We're really good friends. But I just wanted to say that, and maybe he'd go with it. It could be us. Okay. No.
Nah, there are people I get along with. There are people I don't get along with. I'm real about it though.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense. I don't have one. Yeah, I don't know. People like me, I guess.
Yes, Austin St. John and JDF were not. They were at New York Comic Con, but they were not at New York Comic Con together. That's a misconception.
At all.
It's not a real thing. The rivalry, JDF and ASJ have buried the hatchet to an extent. Yes, I think that there's still a lot more that they need to focus in on. They haven't really gotten together. Listen, it's not even my business to really talk about their business, but they're fine. They're cordial with each other.
Yeah.
I mean, and realistically, this is 25 yeres ago, not 25th anniversary, but 25 years ago that all this happened.
Like
so
you work that in.
Exactly.
So
constant reminder.
This is all probably water under the bridge. And let's be real. There's people in high school that I didn't get along with that I'm perfectly fine with now.
That's true.
Oh yeah.
Too much time has passed. Can't be holding grudges.
Yeah, exactly.
Too much.
All right. So do we want to get into questions and comments, or do we want to talk about Angel Grove Prom? What are you gonna wear to Angel Grove Prom?
Oh, I don't
Black?
know. I don't know.
Yellow?
Is it like, do I wear a dress?
You can wear whatever you want.
Oh.
People are gonna dress up. Jezzer's is gonna get a full-on tuxedo.
Oh wow, maybe I could do super 90s frills then.
I was thinking of doing like
That's a good idea.
The old school, like the weird little ruffle.
Oh,
tuxedo
man.
Thing. But I was like, man.
With like the
I don't know,
cummerbund
man.
and everything?
Yeah, like where am I gonna go to rent it
Yeah.
all? But I'm thinking about it, just because.
That might be fun. I might try to do like super 90s dress.
You know?
Like tulle, like super puffy princess looking thing.
Oh, nice.
You? What are you gonna wear? That thing?
That cummerbund thing or whatever.
Yeah.
Or just a black suit because Zach.
Zach could wear a cummerbund. I feel like you gotta put a punch of color in there.
Ooh,
Zach doesn't
probably
always
would.
wear black. He actually has like the most varied wardrobe of like
He
anyone on
does.
the
Like
show.
sometimes
Yeah,
he's
he
wearing
does,
purple, he's
actually.
wearing this, he's wearing that, and I'm like, what?
So there was a little bit of a false alarm yesterday I need to clear up. JD, one of our producers, falsely said that Zoodra was going to be the next season adapted to Power Rangers. However, that is turning out to not be true. Or we don't know if it's true yet. I think he jumped the gun. He did say that his inside source told him that. He told us here at that hashtag show. So he said that should be announced at the licensing expo in Las Vegas. He's definitely said that we'll be getting that announcement very soon, per his source. And his source is a good one. So if you watch our exclusives, they all come from JD and his sources. So if you follow those, then you probably know that it's looking like it could be Zoodra. Me personally, I think it's gonna be Q Ranger, but that's just me.
No, I just know that
going against the grain on this one. Going against the grain on this one.
Right now, you're freaking out Lucius any way it goes. That's all. Lucius is having a heart attack. He doesn't like to hear that whole thing. He doesn't. So
Hey, Lucius.
keep him safe.
take your heart medication and calm down.
Ha!
Your blood pressure is rising. They'll let you know when the next season's coming when they let you know when the next season's coming.
Ha!
Ha!
That's
what he laughed.
That's how he laughed.
All right, so let's talk about Morphicon in general. If you attend Power Morphicon 2018, there is a chance to get your hands on your very own Lord Draken action figure for the low price of $50. Now, I know what you're thinking. $50 is a lot to spend on one action figure. However, the thing is that the resale value on these figures are incredible. Not only that, it's going to be limited, where you can only get it at Power Morphicon 2018. So get your tickets now at officialpowermorphicon.com. Get the whatever badge it takes to get the figure, or if you're the boss by the end of this, you can be getting that figure for free along with your free ticket to Power Morphicon 2018, where Daniel will be your personal tour guide on Friday of Power Morphicon 2018 for the whole day. From the time he wakes up to the time he goes to sleep.
I will show you a side of Morphicon you have never seen before.
And he's not talking about the Peckster.
Nope,
so let's get
not at
into
all.
these questions and
Not at
comments. And let's go. Let's do this.
Are we doing the 127 first?
What?
Oh,
yeah.
from
No.
last
Yeah,
weekend.
let's do
Oh,
that.
got
That
it,
makes
got
more
it.
sense.
Yeah.
Why don't you start us off, Daniel?
All right, my boy, my girl, my one and only Serenity has this to say. The Mantis episode is one of my faves. Oh, that's where you were. Oh, that's where you are. LOL, thought it was an airport. I was super confused. Huh?
Oh, we were at Pasadena Comic Con, not an airport.
Oh,
That's what she's talking about.
Okay, all right.
I can see like
All right, I can
lobbies
see that.
kind of generally
That
all look
actually
the same.
does look like
It
a
does.
terminal. That
Especially
does
with
look like a
the
terminal.
top lighting.
Yeah,
like this-
right?
Yeah,
Oh,
it
that
does
did
look
look like a
terminal.
terminal. Good job. Look at the Serenity being all eagle-eyed.
Did you guys know that 2 members of our cast at Hashtag Show are going to 3 members of Hashtag Show are going to be auditioning for Power Rangers this year?
Really? Woohoo!
2 of which I think have a really good shot. All right, so I got the next comment, right?
Yes.
No, I actually think they all have fair shots, decent
Oh,
shots.
hey, how you doing? See you there.
Ryan Earl Wizard Ryder Thomas, great retro ranger wrap up. Elle and Daniel Jerome and Joseph Deckelmeyer, and great episodes. Give this episode a 48 out of 4. 48A a 4. 49 out of 5 and 50 a 4 out of 4. A great episode. Elle, you look very beautiful.
I get
Thank you.
it. 48A, 48. Okay.
Yeah,
got it.
by
I get
episode
it.
number.
Yeah,
Rich.
exactly.
Gotcha.
I was like,
Rating
what?
each of
But
the
now I was
3.
like, yeah.
Yeah, so Cyril?
Cyril,
Am I
are we
saying
going
Cyril?
with Cyril?
What?
You need to tell us how to pronounce it because we don't want to butcher your
Yeah, I
name.
don't want to. Even if you tell me I'm not 100% sure, I still won't butcher it, but I will try really hard.
Really?
So, awesome episode review. I give Return of an Old Friend a 10 out of 10. That was a good episode, though. Tommy is the greatest Power Ranger leader of all time. Would you guys agree?
Is Tommy the greatest leader of all time?
Looks
Yeah, I don't disagree.
Yeah.
Looks like.
All right. So, which Megazord do you like better? The Dino Megazord, or the Ninja Falcon Megazord, or the Zero Megazord?
Zeo.
Oh, Zero.
I say the
can't read.
Ninja Falcon Megazord. That's
Oh, the
fine.
Ninja Falcon Megazord was dope. Where it's just like,
Wait, what do they all look like? Can we pull a picture of all of them?
ooh,
What is it?
the
Ninja
Ninja
Falcon.
Falcon.
And Zeo.
Yeah,
worries.
yeah, because the Ninja Falcon was Tommy's White Ranger Falcon thing, and then it would
Oh,
attach to the back, and then it would, you know.
Oh, I might like
Yeah,
that.
the
I
wild,
might like
and that thing was dope because it would fly and then it would like this and then like shoot rockets out.
And
or
go
whatever.
Falcons, right? Is that who's the Super Bowl?
Oh!
That was last year.
Oh, damn it.
Damn it! So close. We were so close.
And then who do you love more, the red Zeo Ranger or the red Light Speed Ranger?
Red Zeo Ranger, 100%.
I'm not a Red Ranger fan at all.
Man,
There.
I need to
How's that
like
go?
start Googling stuff so I have reference for these other,
Oh, yeah,
other
yeah.
seasons. Oh man,
No,
the one
Zeo.
with the gold. The one with the gold chest.
So she's
Well,
going with
just
Zeo.
Yeah,
You're
gold for
going
sure.
with the Ninja Falcon.
Yeah.
And what was the Power Rangers you were saying?
Well, I'm the one. I'm the one. Yeah.
Red Zeo and Lightspeed. Red
I
Lightspeed.
like the one with the wings.
Yeah, but the other guy has a better helmet and his armor is like cool.
And it's
Can't
primarily
fly.
blue and gold looks really
Can't
good.
Yeah.
fly versus
You don't know he can't fly. He might have some like jetpacks in his boots or something.
I like the way you think. That's true. I don't know.
Depends what kind of sword too.
Oh, that's true. Because they can, Oh.
Do you ever notice that, like, when Megazord tries to pick up Megazord, like, he reaches with his left hand and thinks better of it?
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
no,
yeah.
Right hand,
right hand,
and they show that clip a lot, and it bugs me every single time. Like,
He's like,
no, you don't
I
know
notice
what
that all the
hand
time,
is
too.
your sword hand, Megazord? Pull your shit together, my
because
friend.
they're vying for dominance or whatever in there, and they're like, I got it. Nope, you don't do
But
that.
it falls in front of his left hand, but it's just like, wait, oh no, this one. I'm right-handed.
All right, so Blackwing makes a comment about that Zeo Red in Lightspeed Rescue. He says that you put Red Zeo or Lightspeed Rescue. How dare you? Carter is the Captain America Power Ranger. Carter is the Red Lightspeed Rescue Ranger. I think he acts as the Captain America. I don't think he is the Captain America, mainly because Carter Grayson is an unsure Red Ranger throughout most of the season.
Ooh.
He questions his ability to be the leader. Whereas especially at this point, especially in Tommy's career as a Power Ranger, he's a solidified leader. It's not like the transition when he took it over from Jason. At this point in Power Rangers, he is the man. And even when you get up, this is probably at his height. This in Turbo, he is the man, and there's no question about it. Even Billy was in the command center. He's like, Billy, go fix the thing. And he would just do it.
Go and do it.
Tommy was the guy. He didn't even have to go to his high school graduation. He was just driving fast cars.
Dang,
but
Joe just dropped some knowledge
it's true.
on you,
It's
son.
true. It's totally true. All right, so Dan, you're up.
All right, Cyril Moore. Why do some fans hate on Justin? Well, I mean, okay. And who do you think would win in a fight between the Thunder Megazord and Voltron?
Megazord.
Well, the Megazord. Megazord's magic.
For sure.
Yeah.
It depends on what Megazord we're talking about, really, too.
Well, I thought he just meant like he said Thunder Megazord.
Oh, does he?
Yeah, and Voltron. So I'm like, yeah, Megazord.
Sure. All right, so Shadowbird says, awesome wrap-up as always. It was short and sweet, but it doesn't matter. I'm glad that there still was a wrap-up. Congrats to everyone who got their date for PMC Angel Grove Prom. Unfortunately, I will not be able to afford to come. Hopefully someday I'll be able to come to PMC. On another note, we should do a Twitch thing more often. I didn't forget about the forfeit, Joe, but it's pointless at this. It's pointless. It's pointless at this point. Anyways, stay awesome as always. # International Love. # THS Family. # January 21st MJ Spud Day. Michael J. Spud Day.
He has his own holiday?
I
Is
guess.
his birthday on the 21st? Was that it?
Happy MJ Spud Day.
Can I have a holiday?
Yeah, you can have the L Day.
Excellent.
Yes.
It will
when
be
is that- when is
Super
L
Bowl
Day?
Sunday. Every Super Bowl Sunday will be my day.
Okay, that's what's gonna
Every
happen,
single-
guys.
Sports team.
You heard it, guys. Every Super Bowl Sunday is now considered L Day.
Yes. Mark your calendars.
All right, you were up.
All right,
Well,
so
well,
Robin.
somebody does get the L. Somebody gets the L every Super Bowl, so that's fine.
Oh, we didn't even answer that.
No,
Justin,
if they get the L, they lose.
Yeah, we got it. Who didn't like
she
the
didn't.
Justin thing?
Oh yeah, who doesn't like Justin? We mean like
Justin,
like
the little kid.
oh really? Who doesn't like Justin?
Yeah, I think he's fine.
No, perfectly fine.
Oh, I don't like children, so I probably don't like him.
He was a kid Power Ranger that.
Well, I love the person because he is dope as F now. Like I love him. He's really great.
Oh, is he?
Blake Foster?
He's cool.
Blake Foster is really cool.
Oh, okay.
Really nice
I mean,
guy.
he was the Blue Ranger in Turbo.
Oh, I don't know. I have a thing against children, so
Oh, okay.
I don't like him here. I might like him later, though. I like him later.
No,
I'll hold my judgments
You can hate
until
children.
later.
It's okay. A lot of people do.
I think it's you.
All right, so Robin Chan.
Oh, whoa, that's
Okay.
a lot.
Sorry I missed
We
live
just
chat.
skip this?
I was busy at that time. Plague of the Mantis, I give it a 4.5, and the next two-parter episode, I give him a 5.5. So,
wow.
wait,
I don't know what the scale is, so
what is the
that's-
scale? Is it on a 5?
We're gonna say out of 10.
Out of 10?
guess.
That's really low.
Yeah.
I don't feel like they should be that low. Okay, so Bulk and Skull did try to imitate the cockroach to study them for their martial arts style. In the episode Plague of the Mantis, that is true. They put some
Yeah, there's
effort
a
into it.
Cockroaches don't die.
That's
Who
true.
did that?
I like that.
Yeah.
And in the next two-parter, both of them got mixed up with the parents when Rita kidnaps the parents. And the two of them shouldn't be. They're kids too. I did notice that where they wanted to take all of the parents, but Bulk and Skull.
Yeah, Bulk and Skull got kidnapped with them too. Oh,
That is true. I
Maybe
didn't
they
know
have
that.
kids
I was
too.
gonna say maybe they have kids too. They are kind of like ne'er do well. So I mean, they're vagabonds.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Vagabond.
Okay, I really did feel bad for Kimberly being in that situation between the parents, which takes up the entire two-parter. Talk about ouch. And the day was an emotional one for Kimberly to endure. First, she was sad about her parents being separated, and then she feels in the middle. At the party, she got to see them together, which made her happy. Rita makes her day worse by kidnapping her parents. Then at the end, she had to confess her feelings about being stuck in the middle. Who would put their child through that situation of being separated? That is
Wow.
true.
That's deep.
That is really deep.
Dang, Robin, you were like just dropping jewels.
I feel like Kimberly's parents did try their best, but I mean, like, even as a parent or anyone, your best of intentions might not
Yeah.
have the best results, no matter how hard you try at something. So,
yeah.
that does suck for her, though.
Look at
Oh, man.
those moves. They're so fast and furious right there. Look at that.
I love his dance moves.
Like, see,
I'm gonna try to work that in.
It's kind of you got served right there. Look at them. Oh my god.
I like the facial expressions.
Right, right, because he gives his all to it.
He does.
He's like, you know,
He's into it. He
yeah, like
feels
when
the
people do
music.
that whole he's like doing it all.
Yeah.
Hey, Daniel Romano, Power Rangers still does do issues like that. She says, remember when Power Rangers handled real life issues like divorce and actual life problems? I miss those days.
They
In this last
just-
episode on Super Ninja Steel, they talked about forgetting a girl's anniversary.
They talk about lying in a relationship.
That's a real thing.
Yeah.
Lying in a relationship is a real thing. It happens all the time.
That is true. Oh wait, there's
Every
still one more
day.
thing. So Return of an Old Friend may be a Green Ranger Tommy focused episode, but mainly it's a Kimberly focused episode due to the situation she was put in by her parents. This episode shed light on Kimberly's story arc behind the gymnastics. So we were kind of talking about bagging on her a little bit
Yep,
earlier,
that's true.
but yeah, that's true. And if it was a Tommy focused episode, they would have jumped into Zeo with his Native American roots, featuring David Trueheart.
That's his brother.
Oh, see, I'm not there. I don't know.
That's a while. We get.
Okay.
I disagree with what you're saying, Robin. I think this is a Tommy folk. The subplot, plot B, is the divorce episode. The plot A episode is bringing Tommy back.
Yeah.
I
It's
think.
in the title, but that episode really did characterize Kimberly.
Oh,
Give her a
absolutely.
little bit more. It's like the most we kind of seen.
It's like
so.
my
outside of her being a Power Ranger, yes.
Yeah.
Robin really went
definitely.
in depth.
Yeah.
You know?
But I don't think we get this Native American thing because you need to tell a story in Zeo, and this is where they go.
Yeah. I don't feel that.
You're up
like
next.
You lost it from that. All right. FF Justice. Do I have more stuff? Okay, nope. Hi, I'm Paul.
Ooh, guitar
And then
emoji.
there's a guitar. Oh, wait, is that a guitar? Or yeah, it's a guitar.
It's a guitar. Maybe
Uh,
guitar.
Got a blast. I don't know what the reference. Oh,
Jimmy Neutron.
Hashtag Jimmy Neutron. Oh. Hi, I'm Paul. Yeah. Okay. Hyperforce is Power Rangers improv. I didn't think about it that way, but okay, I like that. Anyway, the following semi-rant isn't so much about whether I like these characters. It's simply
Problem.
problem. Oh, okay. A problem?
Problem.
Okay, all right, cool. A little problem I have with the personalities. Is it me or are the Ninja Rangers alike regarding expression? Not exactly alike, but alike enough where any of them would say each other's lines and it wouldn't feel out of place. I can kind of get that. In SPD, Bridget's quirkiness and probably autistic mannerisms does not let him talk like anyone else in the squad, and the same goes for the other members. The first MMPR roster had Zach, who didn't talk like Trini. In Lost Galaxy, Maya didn't talk like Leo. In Lightspeed Rescue, Joel did not talk like Dana. Time Force, Katie didn't talk like Jen, and so on. Heck, the Mega Rangers had noticeable differences. Nevertheless, beyond Brody's epic fetish in being the leader, if the Ninja Steel Rangers had a laid-back scene or an assessing a stitch, like situation.
Yeah,
Right?
I
Okay,
think so.
fine.
Yeah.
Brody would say something that Haley also would or Calvin, etc., with the same words, and it'd all fit them. You guys think so?
So
Like they're that interchangeable?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
He's saying that the characters are so interchangeable that it's like,
Yeah,
okay,
like they
one
don't have their
person can put
personalities.
them
Like Trini is always very helpful. Billy is very intelligent. Zach is
all- like he pointed out, like Zach himself, like
Oh,
he
yeah, that's
didn't
true.
talk like Trini.
I
and
somewhat
stuff.
disagree
Okay, well,
with this comment.
Who's the more comedic ranger? Who's more serious? Who's more laid back? Who's more giddy? Who's more not so bright? Who's more likely to hide a rainbow row?
What's a rainbow row?
I don't. Okay. Hashtag Rush Hour 2. I cannot tell ya.
So I think that if he's talking primarily about Ninja Steel.
Yes.
Okay.
It
So
seems like it.
I feel like those characters are pretty well defined. You got Preston, who's a magician.
Okay.
You got Calvin, who's a forgetful guy.
Okay.
He obviously, and he's late. So his personality, he's late. He's like that. You got the country music star who's just laid back, just going with the flow guy. Then you got you got Sarah, who's a brainiac. Who's a chill brainiac. She created a hoverboard. She created her mom's like a whiz.
New Billy.
Okay. And then you got Haley, who's like the sweet Trini type, the very sweet kind of like caring type, and you got Brody, who's kind of like this orphan guy that just trying to fit in with everybody.
But does their dialogue fit that personality? You know what I mean? I think that's what they're saying. It's like any of the lines that they say could have easily
so here's the
been
thing.
said by someone else.
I actually think that with them, so I think this falls into two categories if you really look at it. FF Justice is making the point like, hey, if this is your personality, this is the way you should talk. I feel that's kind of stereotyping.
Okay.
For example, Billy talks like a nerd, and it's like, oh, well, you're a brainiac. That's the way you should talk. So that that precedent is like you can talk like a normal person, like Sarah, like in Ninja Steel, but still be smart.
Okay.
Like,
That's true.
I don't think that you can do that. I think it's more so
actually
about
dealing away with stereotypes and actually giving the people.
So I think the show in that sense has evolved. But with that being said, I think the writing on this show, to tell you the truth, the writing on Ninja Steel and Mighty Morphin are very similar if you think about it. But the only reason why Mighty Morphin gets such precedence is two reasons. Number one, we're in season 1 and we're at episode 53. They're in their second season. Their first season was only 22 episodes. So you get more time to develop characters with 60 episodes than you do in 20. Also, I mean, that's the same reason why we like Hyperforce so much, right? Is because in Hyperforce, it's only 20 episodes. Yeah. But they're 3-hour-long episodes. So, of course, you get to develop characters over that 3 hours. I don't think, though, I think that they're trying to rush. I think that they're trying to recapture, Saban is trying to recapture a lot of the magic that the original had, where I don't think they should be doing that. Take a page out of Disney, make it your own, and make memorable seasons that aren't just, oh, I remember Mighty Morphin, so I remember this.
Evolve it.
Evolve
at
it.
The time.
Evolve it. Like, you were a Doctor Who fan, right?
Yeah.
And you've watched pretty much all of the newer Doctor Who stuff, right?
Yeah.
And it's fair to say that Christopher Eccleston feels different than David Tennant.
Very.
And
each Doctor is so very different.
Which is cool, right? Because it evolves.
Yeah, and you have to, especially with the times and coming to a new female Doctor, but we'll get into that on some other show.
I do think that Power Rangers needs to evolve. All right, we're going to get in some more comments. Shadowbird says, awesome wrap-up, has always had fun. Did I read this already? No. No, we're good. No. Awesome wrap-up as always, guys. I've had fun. Very welcome, a very warm welcome to Elle. Congrats to everyone who got it. I did read this. I read this one, 100%.
Well, she put it up again.
Okay.
Then, right?
So I should just do the next one?
Yeah.
Hey, guys. Awesome wrap-up as always. Just wanted to say thank you to Elle for saying yes about the Power Morphicon dance prom thing. And I just wanted to let you know that I did not want to go to Angel Grove prom with the Ranger because Elle is the one for me. Cheesy, I know, but I don't care. And quick question. When are you going to send the Power Morphicon ticket to me? And Joe, you still have to send me the Power Ranger movie script details thing you said last February. Yeah, I got to do that. And you were sending it to me and you still haven't. Hashtag Elle the Elegant. I don't know what those emojis are. That's a rose, I think. Thing of roses. Daniel the Dashing.
He gets a top hat.
You got a top hat. Yeah. Joe the Jolly. I guess I got a bunch of alcohol emojis. And hashtag Miss Kelly. That's accurate. That's accurate.
I like that.
All right. So Jalen Glover. What's up, my hashtag family? It's me, Jalen. I have to say that these episodes of Mighty Morphin Power Rangers really hit me in the heart. I remember when I first got introduced to the Power Rangers, starting with SPD, I had to go way back to Mighty Morphin in order to fully understand it. This was a good hit in the nostalgia part of me, and I adored every single episode.
He's talking about the penis.
Wait, what?
I'm just kidding.
That's a man's nostalgia right there. That's what it is.
As far as the Angel Grove prom, if Christina says yes to Daniel, then I'll be happy for him. Wait. Okay. Did you ever make that video?
Well, I have to do it again for some reason.
Oh, okay.
The Green Rita got to him too.
Yeah, Rita
the
got
evil
to
Green
me.
Ranger with the
She like sapped the sound out. It was horrible.
Oh man. Okay.
sapped his memory out too.
Yeah, exactly.
So what matters is that everyone is happy no matter what happens. So I hope Christina gets to go with Daniel. He's a good guy and he deserves it. I'm used to going alone, so it's no big deal. Daniel, I wish you the best of luck, and hopefully I'll see you at the prom if I'm able to go. Peace out, and always love Power Rangers.
Wow, it's like Drake versus Meek Mill. You know how Meek just like, all right, I was wrong. It's like what just happened right there. I'm Drake.
I like this gif.
Ryan Earl Wizard Writer Thomas. Hey Joseph and hey Daniel and hello Elle.
No, he said your last name, so read it accurately, please.
Hey Joseph, hey Daniel Jerome, and hello Elle. Great Retro Ranger wrap up, and I want to meet you and want to get to know you all and give episode 45 a
I don't know
3.
what you just said there.
What? He says I want to get to know you all and give episode 45
Oh, gotcha.
a 3 and give episode 46 a 4 and episode 47 a 2.3. Hashtag Team Joe. Hashtag thanks for always
Always
show my art on stream. Hey, you're welcome.
Wait, what art?
It's so hard. Oh yeah, he's like provided us with art. It was so great.
Oh,
So I'm next. Thomas Franco says,
That's
I hope
right.
Anna says yes. Smiley face, smiley face, smiley face. You're up.
That's like a creeped out smile right there on the.
All right. Robin Chan. In filming this episode, Crystal of Nightmares is on Christmas time, if anyone's wondering. Wondering? I heard it through the Ranger Vine. Isn't that cool or what? What was
Or what?
Yeah.
Crystal's Nightmares was on Christmas.
I don't know what this means.
Wait, was that a Christmas episode?
Oh, yeah, for ninjas.
Oh, is it in Christmas? Is it happening during Christmas time?
Oh, okay. The meaning of the episode to flee or not to flee is when you get an itch that may cause a rash, but don't scratch.
I don't think that's the meaning of the episode.
Just put on an ointment that'll help ease the pain and leave it alone.
Nope.
Allegory.
That's
what
not that.
she's going through allegory.
No, that's literal. She's going through
allegory,
literal.
Allegory.
That's
allegory.
literal.
Oh god.
I think
I'm sorry.
the meaning of the episode is what was the whole thing?
To flee or not to flee? I mean, to fight or to stay.
It's like face your
Should I stay or
fears?
should I go?
Face your fears.
With a little
Right?
flea. I just remember the flea with like his little pun.
Yeah,
thingies.
right. That's all.
That's what I like. But
I just meant should I stay or should I go? Like fighting.
I kind of do like
Standing
your
your ground.
angle on this, though. If this really is about itching a scratch that you can't reach, I think that's a pretty compelling episode of Power Rangers we have not touched on yet.
Yeah, because they're like, oh no, I can't reach this.
Scratch my back, Kimberly.
Yeah.
I can't. I'll get infected.
Oh no! Oh here, put on these gloves and ointment. Oh, bing, thank you. And then it's not that good of an episode.
I don't know. I liked it just as the character. Flea
No,
was
I mean,
cute.
but-
Dog was cute.
But our rewrite just
Yeah.
wasn't a good.
Okay.
like-
Okay. So Focus Skull.
There we go.
Oh
Vulcans
man.
go with their
Speaking of
fantasy.
them, they
Their
tried really
fantasy
hard to
burger.
do a good deed in finding the lost dog. Was it really a good deed?
They wanted a
wanted
reward,
the
right?
money. So does motivation count if like the actions are ultimately good? Maybe that's like a deeper question we don't need to talk about right now. But Jason helps out Ernie with his business problem. Bulk and Skull tried to get in their bulk witch into the capsule, but it was too big and too late. They even had a dream of being superheroes via their dream Megazord. Down the road, there will be a lot more episodes based on their story arc, and is one of my favorite character story arcs, which extends to Zeo and Turbo, in Space, Lost Galaxy, and all the way to Forever Red and Samurai Super Samurai. Wow, they span that entire thing.
Right? I had no idea.
How
It was like
exciting! I can't
little
wait to get to
superheroes.
those. They're probably my favorite characters.
Bulk is still currently, or Paulie Schreier is still currently on Power Rangers Hyperforce in the
Yeah, true.
thing. He's a ranger now.
What?
Yeah.
Congratulations, Bulk!
That's what I said.
He's the
right?
Yellow
Like,
Ranger.
He's like the Yellow Ranger on like the D&D Power Ranger thing.
Man, he came a long way. I feel
Right?
like, yeah, he gives.
He doesn't play
help to
Bulk
everyone.
anymore, though. He plays a character named Jack.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's in the future.
Okay. So doesn't anybody just love Bulk and Skull's character development?
No.
Yes. Oh.
Yeah.
Paula and Jason Narvi did an excellent job. Polly. Wait, did I say Paula earlier?
Yeah,
Polly.
you did say Paula.
Sorry.
Thanks for not correcting me.
I
Hey,
Polly and
you know,
Jason
you're on
Narvi
a roll.
did
Yeah.
an excellent job. Polly also went on to Hyperforce's Jack.
Oh,
Oh, that's
see?
what we were just
Yeah,
talking
yeah.
about. Nice. Wait a minute. Doesn't Jack's robotic dog somewhat of a throwback to this episode, flee or not to flee?
Nope.
Okay. In Zeal, every dog has his day, a cat-centered episode. Jack must have all of Bulk's memories, thus inspires him to create a robotic version before the Time Force Academy and the events that follow.
I do like that fanfic, though. Like those shoes. You're
good.
up.
Cyril Moore. Awesome episode review, guys. I'll give this episode a 10 out of 10. Can't wait for you guys to review the first episode of season 2.
We're almost there.
Which Megazord you like better? The movie Megazord 2017 or the Ninja Falcon Megazord? Which Megazord had the better cockpit? The Thunder Megazord or the Ninja Falcon Megazord?
Man, Cyril, you really like these Ninja Falcon Megazord and the Thunder Megazord and Ninja Falcon.
I'm going to go with Ninja Falcon because you keep bringing it up, so that sounds like I want.
MJ Spud says, hey, just had a panic attack. Thanks, Roanne, for the help.
What happened?
I like those shoes.
You had a panic attack? I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah.
Glad everything's, going back to normal. That's good.
We're just going to say Ninja Falcon Sword.
Yeah, that's it.
Matt Larkin, MHC. Oh, that would have been cool if they were just under the spell and just saw illusion monsters, since I thought that would have been cool. But, well, I guess they didn't want to do that since they really didn't have much suits left except for iGuy, Zoo2, Ones, and maybe a few others. Yes. There is the whole personal gain thing, but there's more individuals than themselves, not in regards to regular civilians. Now, Matt, I have no idea what you're talking about, but I like the cut of your jib, kid.
I don't remember.
I don't know. Maybe it's something we talked about last week, but I like it.
I already don't remember. Yeah, I was kind of lost in that one
Things
too.
goes by so quickly. You have to kind of remind us,
Give us
With
some
a preamble.
context.
Yeah, right before you just boom right into it.
Yeah, okay. So, Blackwing 2040. What up, guys? Great wrap up as always. Joe, can I just, man? You are a phenomenal person for creating a platform for us Power Rangers fans.
Oh, I know.
So humble.
I know, right? Wow.
That's like your favorite quality about yourself.
Yeah. I love that.
To be honest, I don't think there's any fan base that does this kind of thing. It takes a village to raise a child. And my friend, this village has grown exponentially with the content you guys put out. God bless you, Joe, for creating that hashtag show and for giving us the Angel Grove prom. Still working on my money situation for PMC, but pray that I'll be able to make, I think, it happen, because I don't want to just leave Jessica hanging. And me and Daniel need to have our dance off. Anyway,
You guys are dancing?
Apparently we're having a
Dancing?
dance off. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah, it's going to be proper.
Well, I'm only playing slow music at the prom, so it's a dance off to some Mariah Carey. I think that's gonna be great.
Right.
I can't wait. MJ Spud also gives us another super chat. Says Roanne is Shadowbird. You were amazing. First of all, Blackwing, let me address what you said. You're a moron. You know why? You guys created the community, not me. I do get. I'm not gonna take the credit for that. That's dumb. And I didn't even create like all this stuff here. It's everybody. Everybody's a part of this.
Yeah, every person that's in the community has happily helped create the community.
I humbly. This is the only time you're ever gonna hear me say that. I thank you for saying that, but it's not. It has very little to do with me, and it's more so about you guys. Realistically, when we do this show, we do it because we like doing it, and we do it for you guys. And I think these two and everybody else that's ever been on this show, and people that are back here, we have Jezer thinking he's boxing a gorilla, and you got Josh watching porno over there. But it's okay, because here we are a community. Look, he's really into it over there. But
oh my God, if we could somehow get him on.
The realistic thing is we do this for you guys, but we more so do it for the community. And I'll tell you why we do it for the community, because the community, the people that hold the licensing to said franchise aren't doing much fan stuff for the community right now. They're doing a lot of fan service stuff. And they're doing stuff that you're paying for. I think that there should be meetups, and I think that there should be communal things like Angel Grove Prom and all sorts of other things. Because other fan communities like Gallifrey or Doctor Who and Gallifrey, they have their own fan meetups, and it's a pretty hardcore community. And I want Power Rangers to be looked at in that light. Mm-hmm. And I think that it's time. Listen, guys. We've been watching the show for 25 years. Some of us not that long, but some of us for about that long. And for some of those people that have been watching Sentai even longer I feel that they need a sense of appreciation. I think that the corporations out there that hold the franchise should be giving back to you guys. And I don't mean giving back by giving us a movie, because at the end of the day, you're paying for that movie. I'm paying for that movie. And I don't mean giving back by Hyperforce, even though Hyperforce is great and it's new content, but it's also under a pay window. Like, you can get the free episodes, you just have to wait a week. Or Boom Studios. I love the Boom Studios, so you're still paying for that. And at this point now, I think that there's cool things that they can do. Like, why don't they do like fan meetups? Just little fan meetups at conventions, even. You know, is it going to cost any money to spawn now?
No.
I mean, it'll cost money to the fans. They made enough. I
think so.
I realistically think you're not a moron. It's funny how Joe always calls me a moron. He's not a moron. I was just kidding.
No.
But realistically, all of you guys that are fans of what we do, we appreciate every little bit of it. And not only that, we also we do like the Power Ranger community, but it's mishandled sometimes. And I think that it's the powers that be, like Saban, are kind of I don't know. I don't think they're giving it their all. Like, these episodes are iconic, but they're iconic because they're the first. Once we get towards like later seasons, it almost gets forgettable, and even more recently, a lot of this stuff is a little forgettable. But yeah, anyways. I don't know where I was going with all that.
I don't know. You had some good moments.
Yeah,
in there,
right.
though.
I was like, okay, all right.
Yeah, I was about to applaud it for
Yeah.
yours, but
It's like,
yeah.
I mean, listen, in fan communities, though, right? Isn't that kind of what we're looking for? Is a sense of community?
It's
Well,
true.
the thing is, I would say my biggest word of advice to the Power Ranger community is just, let's actually expand it and make it a literal community. A lot of Power Ranger fans tend to do this thing where they're like, "Oh, I love this. Let me go ahead and put it inside of a jar and just hold it and not share it with anyone." And it's like, no. Share it, make it larger. This way you can start to see a change in it. And the thing is, no, everyone wants to, all right, this is it, Power Rangers, I love it, this is great. And you're like, no, man, just kind of let the world know what's going on. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's what I hope Power Ranger fans start to do. Just like you guys should be doing with this channel and sharing it instead of holding it.
Oh man, but I would not tear up over this. Anybody that knows, I don't tear up over very many things. That's a very rare thing. Realistically, though, I think that you fans have been disserved too long. I think that the reason why we do things like this is because you can't necessarily get it anywhere else. Now, yes, people can always do other Power Ranger shows, absolutely, and we encourage that. And we encourage you guys to even do that. But when it comes to even doing Power Ranger interviews, I don't think anybody, and I mean anybody, is doing them at the level we are. Not saying we're better than anybody else, but saying we're better than everybody else. Is because realistically, nobody is doing them like that. Not even Saban themselves. I mean, look, you can go watch their panel. I recommend all of you guys do this. Go watch their panel, their official Saban panel from 2016. And you tell me if that panel is as good as any. I'll put that panel up against my Christopher Kamen Lee interview that I did over last weekend. Put those two things up together and you tell me which one is better. Because the thing is with what they do is that they play it safe. They're not willing to let you guys in on things. Hey, when companies fuck up, they need to tell you, hey, we made a mistake. Maybe this isn't the direction we should have went, but we apologize and we're going to do everything we can to fix it. Yeah. That's when you know that a company cares about you. That's when, like, DC should be doing that right now. I mean, these movies, the DC movies, they're god awful.
Minus Wonder Woman.
Wonder Woman. Yeah, you gotta admit, Power Rangers was better than Justice League.
Yeah, hands down.
Fine.
It was. And that's something. That's something that you know that a company's preying on that stuff. Now, granted, if all their stuff was great, I wouldn't have this problem. I would not have this problem. But you can't sit here and tell me that you're going to give us, like, you can't sit here and say, all right, we're going to give you this season and it's going to be this epic season and it's better than it's better than some of the other stuff you gave us. But if you're always eating garbage, it tastes a little bit better than garbage, right? But no, realistically, Saban, and I listen, and I know that I don't really give two shits about what Saban thinks, because this is a fan telling you what needs to improve. Saban asked for it. They asked for their Twitter. How can we improve? I'm telling you how you can improve. And if you want, like I said, the open invitation stands. If any Saban representative wants to come on this show and not explain, because you don't have to explain any. Well, yeah, you do. Not only do you have to explain stuff to me, you have to explain stuff to every single person in that room. Super Samurai, Blackwing, Anna Miles, Carlos Martinez, Larry Newbill, Derek Hervey. The list goes on and on. Every single one of you guys, the fan, they have to explain it to you. Jezzer, you got to make sure that Jezzer's happy about this.
That's right.
Feed the troll. You know what I'm saying? Feed the troll.
Feed the troll, and beware the gremlin.
But that's how I feel about all this. And like I said, I wasn't on After Dark last weekend or this weekend, but there is going to be an After Dark coming, and that's shoot time, Saban. It's shoot time for the Power Ranger community too. And this is another thing too. And I know you probably maybe you haven't experienced this, but I do actually want to ask you about this. Is you're a cosplayer and you're right here in front of me. We're gonna talk about this for a second.
Low level.
In the cosplay community, because this transfers over to a lot of the things that make me upset about certain parts of this community. In this community, in the cosplay community specifically, have you ever felt not neglected, but kind of segregated from others?
Like outcasted?
A little bit.
A little bit. I think in any community, when it becomes large enough, there will always be cliques. There will always be the people, the cool people, and the bulk and skulls of, even though they might be wonderful people, will always be picked on. Will never be given the opportunity or the chance to really shine or, be a part of the group. Or even like Tommy. Like Tommy wants to be part of this group, and they kind of shun him ever so slightly, even though he is the Green Ranger.
Right.
Leader.
So, yeah.
He's the leader.
He's a leader, but no one recognizes it. So,
right.
Giving people to be a part of a community is super important.
I agree. And I wear this shirt as a symbol today. A symbol to speak my mind. She's like, what the hell does this mean? This is a symbol to speak my mind on all this kind of stuff, because I feel that with the community aspect of all this stuff, not Power Rangers included, actually. Power Rangers more so, and I'll tell you why. Because
got lightning in a bottle here, guys.
No, I'll tell you why. Because I think with Power Rangers, I think there's a lot of people that are out there. Like, listen, like I told you guys yesterday, if you go back and watch the regular Ranger wrap up, that there's a lot of we joke around. We have this thing where we can joke around with each other. I joke around with both of them all the time, and it's a thing that's like, hey, if I give you shit, you give me shit back, and it's just what friends do. I consider you guys friends, but there are those in this community, which I'll name later. There are those in this community that are definitely Power Ranger elitist, and I think that's where it gets toxic. Is when you get people that think that they know better than everybody else. They know more. And you know what? This fucking Power Force thing. I am tired of hearing about it. You know why?
Man.
The Power Force, what does the Power Force do? Absolutely nothing. Zero. You know what? I'll explain to you what the Power Force is. It's getting sent a press release. Essentially, you can find that anywhere. And they feel, there's a lot of people out there that get it, and they feel this exclusivity of like, oh, we're part of the Power Force. No, we're the ones that are breaking that news. Man, you guys aren't breaking jack shit. What you're doing is you think you have something, and because it's being fed to you. It's being fed to you. Go back, like I said, and watch that Christopher Kamen Lee video. I'm going to promise you guys one thing. Tomorrow, on that Christopher Kamen Lee video, that I'm going to pull a quote from that video, and that's going to be a Power Ranger exclusive. You know who doesn't get that? The Power Force. We get that. And I guarantee you that's going to circulate around the Power Ranger fan community. You know why? It's because things like that, we're doing things like that. We're pulling real information about the things you care about in this community that you may have never known about. And we're not going to force feed this stuff to you. We're gonna go out like journalists and seek it out for you. My rant's over for a second, but
just for a second.
But no, I'm gonna do a longer thing on an After Dark because I told Jezzer has a lot to get off his chest. So do you.
Yep.
So does you haven't met? Or maybe you have met Justin. There's a lot in the community.
No, but I think what you're saying is important too, because it's like I've only watched Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, and y'all have accepted me, even though I don't know anything about anything else, and I barely remember these episodes, but they're part of my childhood, and everyone has been super welcoming.
Yes, and I will say for the most part, the fans are super cool. It's when you get to the there are two things that kind of irk me, and I'm not going to generalize and say all, because it's not all, and it would be wrong for me to say that, but it is some. There are some in this community, as in any community, that are toxic, and even and it's kind of a crazy situation, because I feel like since the boom of conventions, it's gotten worse. Like, and not just on the cosplay side, not just on the elitist side, but also on the talent booker side. Like, that's one of those things where it becomes like collecting Pokemon.
Yeah.
And it's like, come on, what are you guys doing? Like,
this is a place for fans.
And
by fans.
And it's like, oh no, these are my clients. No, these are my clients.
Yeah.
Listen, let them do their thing. Like, and I think that there's certain ways to go about doing that on a professional level. And I think a lot of these folks that, I don't want to say a lot, that's wrong. Some of these folks that are doing this aren't necessarily doing it. They're doing it because they're looking up to their childhood heroes and not looking at it from a business aspect. And once you separate the business from your fandom, those are two different things. And last night I was in this studio until like 3 a.m, figuring out, and JD knows this, figuring out how to work on an event for fans and this had nothing to do with fandom. Like, I literally, if you look at that board back, you guys can see it, they can't. I was trying to figure out how much money we can make and how much money it would cost for us to do this event. So, like, it's not like I was sitting here, like, doing nothing. And you have to separate the business side of this from the fandom side of it. And I will say this, though. If everything goes according to what I want to do, I'm going to make sure that you know that Power Rangers in Space 20th anniversary is going to be an epic one. And I promise you this, that Power Rangers, I shouldn't say anniversary, it's the 19th anniversary, the 20th year. But the Power Rangers Megaforce, I love those guys. Like, Andrew Gray invited me to the Super Bowl party. I love those guys. I love the cast. But they know that there was a disservice there. I'm going to try to provide you guys the best experience you can possibly have for the 20th year of Power Rangers in Space. Something that nobody else is going to do, but I'm going to try to do it as best I can. And yes, I am going to try to get Saban on board. And the reason I'm going to try to get Saban on board is because I want them to know this is something for the fans. This is something that the fans want. And if they don't get on board, then you put it this way: if they don't clear it, you'll know why, and you'll have your answer.
Yep.
Moves on you, Saban.
Ooh.
But all right, I think we have one more comment.
Yeah. FF Justice. It's not. It's fun fact time. Shift into fun fact. Let's fun fact. Go fun fantic. What? Oh God. Factic. Right. All right. There you go. Lightspeed fun fact you. I don't. Wow. Okay. That was pretty.
Oh wait. Hold on.
It becomes so.
Are you hearing that? Hold on. Breaking news: Zoojer is officially confirmed.
There we go.
From our producer JD. It's called Fury Force.
Fural
Force is the new season. I can't believe it. We got breaking news right now.
Can we get that logo up again?
Oh wait, hold on 1 second.
Wait,
False alarm. False alarm.
Oh wow.
Still a rumor at this point.
Wait, but they released the logo.
Watch level orange.
Okay,
we're not in the red yet.
Oh
almost there.
Oh
Said wait till possibility about Q Ranger now.
Wait, okay.
50-50. 50-50.
Okay.
50-50.
It's anybody's guess.
Man, this is like the election.
This is big. This is big. Going back.
You never know who's gonna win.
Going back into it. This isn't working. No, time for fun fact. There it is. Look at that logo. Even though the rumors are happening, the logo's already out. So that lets you guys know something. Something could be happening anytime soon. I had it on the first try. Wait, let's start. No, I'm not starting over. It's 5, 7, 8. Now I'm quoting Bridge. What the heck is going on in this comment? My time stands for. Oh, okay. My name stands for Funk Flav Justice, FF Justice, but it stands for Freedom Force of Justice, to be honest. Long story short, because this story is really long so far, me and my brother Dragon Knight, okay, all right, I cool on you, played the MMORPG City of Heroes in 2008, and wait, what?
We're gonna act this out.
Yeah,
now.
made
so I'm gonna act this out. So
I'm like, dear God.
Later that year, Iron Man happened. The hype of Nick Fury saying them words. Hold on.
See?
Them words
See?
flowed in us. And we chose characters and developed said characters. Star Booster, No Lloyd Nova, Techno Man, Mortal Assemble. Wait, for FF Justice. Are you telling me about your MMORPG? Because if you are, that's amazing.
Yeah.
FS Justice.
That's
You
what
made a
he's
game?
That's what he's saying.
After City of Heroes was shut down, though,
What?
we all thought that all hope felt lost, and we were all bummed. When I joined Twitter in 2011, I felt driven to honor the name that my brother gave our team and dubbed myself FF
Justice.
Then the MMORPG DC Online was released. Months later, then we rebooted our plans, added new characters like FFJverse. I crafted my deep mythos. I felt proud, like a proud dad, of the 12 main characters and an uncle to my bros 8 ever since. My YouTube avatar is my first character, No Lloyd Nova. Lastly, we all know Tommy's combat grunt. Do it. But what other memorable Ranger grunts do you remember? Now, if I was studying grunts, that would be very strange.
Yes, but hey, you know what? Some
Be a
people,
little weird.
Some people do.
Some people got to do it though.
Wow.
His, for instance, was Chad Lee's. Atwa!
I think my favorite grunt would be Mia Khalifa. She's great.
Oh God! Oh my goodness! Well, she's a great sports announcer.
She's a great sports announcer.
She's a great sports
sports
announcer.
announcer.
Yeah, she does have a really good grunt in sports announcing.
That's probably
really interesting.
top five.
Top five.
What about your favorite grunts?
I've never thought about this.
Really?
No.
I don't think many do.
Mine, Goldar. Goldar has a good one. Can I hear Goldar real quick? Yeah, that's a good one.
I think you know what? I will applaud FF Justice. These are you give us the most off the wall comments that I think anybody can. I've never been asked what my favorite grunt was ever. Yeah. So there's a first for everything.
Was a good one. But
These are some good onomatopoeias though. Like it
yes.
has a caption,
Okay,
so
right?
you know where the emphasis.
Hey, how did Cyclops' optic blast sound?
Zark.
How does Flash when he's running? How does that sound?
Kagoom!
Yeah, that's
how it is in the comic.
That's how it's written.
It says like Zark and then Kagoom. That's it. Yeah, you have to say it that way too, like with so much force.
I like that. Can you read comics to me?
Oh my goodness! I am planning to get something done where that.
Yeah,
would be
story time. I think that would be great.
Yeah,
that'd be great.
Comic off.
All right. I think that's going to do it for us. I know I went on a small rant. I don't know why people. I mean, listen. I know that these rants seem like they're
the numbers shoot up when you do a rant.
No. The rants seem like they're a thing, but listen. It's just the way I feel, man. Like.
You're passionate about it.
I'm passionate
about that.
I'm passionate that the fans are. Dude, it sucks. It sucks so bad to be a Power Ranger fan. Like, it's cool because the community, and it's cool because of like it's stuff that I loved and I loved growing up. Like you have a Black Ranger. You brought in a new toy every week.
Yes,
I still have more.
I know.
Whoa.
Yeah. It's cool. It's cool to be a fan. It just sucks of being a fan too.
The index finger was separate.
Because of the gun.
The gun. I know. I love
lost
that.
a lot of the guns.
No, I love that. It was always cool to me. I don't know why. I just always thought
but the problem I have with being a Power Ranger fan though is that we're much more disservice than a lot of the other fans. Like Marvel has great like Star Wars for as shitty as they is.
Excuse you.
Hold on.
Yeah, right.
For as shitty as those people treat their franchise, listen, you can't please Star Wars fans enough. No matter you give them a good movie, you give them a mediocre movie, it's all crap to them. But with Power Ranger fans, it's kind of like you just give us a little, and we're like, yes,
that's true.
And then you don't fulfill it, and then we're like, oh, of course they didn't. Yeah. It's a bond. It's almost like Kimberly when her dad said that she would visit when their parents got a divorce and he never showed up. I can only imagine it like that. Like it's kind of like that. You know what I mean? Like you're promised something that just never happens.
Oh.
And
that got real.
Yeah, right. Ooh.
Well, I mean, listen. If the 25th anniversary is a letdown. It's not an anniversary. I keep saying that. If the 25th year is a letdown, then that gives me no hope for the 30th or 50th or however many they do. At least in the Sentai, you're getting this handoff, this sense of a handoff. What about these old team-ups that we used to have? Like, why can't they just do that? And why are you signing these actors under these long contracts and not taking advantage of the team?
Yeah.
What are you doing? Like, I don't understand
Like,
this.
they finished shooting a season, everything's done, and you're just like, all right, we're good. You're still on contract. Why? Why do I
But
have to
maybe,
stay on contract?
you know what? Maybe
other
it's
things
our
to do?
fault. Maybe it's our fault. You know why?
You
Because
need to speak out more.
well, but not only that, but maybe it's because they give us a little bit. They just give us a sliver of hope, and we're like, finally, it's moving in the right direction. And then you're like, oh, of course we got let down. So maybe we set ourselves up for failure. Maybe we set ourselves up for expecting too much. Maybe we're expecting too much from a company that hasn't been giving us the best. And to say that, because I honestly do feel that like they're slapping things on things and like, okay, let's just do this and let's do a cash grab, and that's it.
That sucks.
I'm over it. I'm over that side of it. So this is why we do this show, so I can let out my grievances.
And then
I know I'm not on Saban's Christmas card list. That's fine, but I don't care.
No.
And I want to apologize for absolutely nothing.
I was going to say, what? Apologize for what?
But that's going to be it. Thank you guys so much for watching. Where can everybody find you guys on social media?
I'm LT on Instagram.
I'm Battlestar Galactica on Instagram.
I'm that # Joe on Instagram. And a little bit later today, you can watch the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
No, I'm just kidding.
Halftime show, baby.
We might be doing a live stream. We have this.
guys.
We're playing that social media game on the live stream.
Oh,
It's
boy.
gonna be fun. That one's gonna be fun. You should, if you stick around. It's a fun social media game.
You'll end up hating friends, so
I don't know how to social media though.
But the cards tell you to do like goofy things on your social media that you'd have to like do. If you don't, you'd have to do like a drink or something, or whatever it may be in your case. Also, Altered Carbon is a new show on Pop Culture Renegades. You're on the first episode.
Yeah.
You want to briefly state what Altered Carbon's about?
I don't know. It's like Blade Runner-y. We'll talk about it
that's
later.
That's pretty good.
When you
That's
look
pretty
at the
good.
trailer, though, it's automatic.
You gave me this look of I don't know what it's about, but I'm going to be talking about it.
No, it's true. It's weird. Like, I've only watched the first 2 episodes, and I have a
Runner.
ton of questions.
So I think that's going on in just a little bit on Pop Culture Renegades. If you're not subscribed to Pop Culture Renegades, please do so, because Josh is begging for your subscriptions, mainly because of this new YouTube change. This new YouTube change is going to affect Pop Culture Renegades, and they need how many more subscribers?
600.
You need 600 more subscribers.
Tell your friends.
I'll make you guys a deal. If you promote Pop Culture Renegades and you get us 600 subscribers, I'll give out 10 Lord Dracon action figures. Promise you. I'll give out 10 Lord Dracon action figures. 600 subscribers, but you got to get us there by
Let's say the end of March.
the end of March.
Oh my god.
I
So
think
that
we
means-
could do that.
So that
That's
means
doable.
share out Pop Culture Renegades on all your social media and get people to subscribe. If you're not already subscribed, here's another thing too. Watch one of their shows and use the hashtag Lord Draken, so we'll be able to find you
Yep.
on who subscribed.
Yep.
But that's gonna be it. And that's gonna be it. Please like,
That is
share.
insane, man. That's 10?
10. No,
10, Mox, freaking 10.
well,
I love it.
I feel like this is gonna get me in a lot of trouble.
Yeah, it is.
Uh,
Yeah, it is.
So yeah, do that, and then we'll figure it all out. And hit that like, share, and subscribe. But share this video out too, because if you want us to keep doing this retro show, we need more views.
Yeah.
And we need viewers like you, passionate fans of
PBS.
Power Rangers. We need passionate fans of Power Rangers that share our views on Power Rangers, and we do this show for nostalgia. But we want fans that share our view on Power Rangers and just aren't going to be fed the Saban cup of soup. Same old bullshit. But like, share, and subscribe this video out. And please hit that like button to stay up to date. Share button? Subscribe button? Hit one of those buttons to stay up to date with everything trending.
In geek pop culture.